Okay, what's our strategy on doing this roof? Well, first of all, we have these pieces. I did a video on them from Metal Building. I have them all pre-cut for the lower part, and they should work. Suppose I should test them, but they should work. I have all these aluminum pieces. I really wanted to use them. They're nice and white on one side. They were on the ceiling in the porch area. They're getting leaks, so this was their way of solving the leaks, was to put another ceiling in. Of course, that didn't fix the roof, and it just hid the leaks, so they got nice and dirty because water was running on them with everything else. But it's good aluminum, and I've used it in repair of other areas, but now I'd like to use them for the roof coming down the side. And I think the only way I can really do that, because of the way they're shaped, you have that center ridge and then you have this, they're not made for roofing. But if I overlap them like this, any water holding on this edge, somehow getting in there, would have to come all the way across and get past this. And I'm quite sure it's not going to. So that would work. I'm not going to get much coverage. I'm only going to get like 6 inches out of every strip. Maybe it's only 5 even. So it's going to use them up pretty fast, but I'll have enough to go down that side. I was hoping I'd have enough for the full roof at a later point, but I'm quite sure I will not. So we'll have to come up with a different plan for that part, or we remove these and do the whole thing at that point. But this will at least get me by. It's aluminum. It's fairly tough stuff. It's kind of thin, but it's pretty tough, so it's an alloy. I'm quite sure of that. It will snap, but it's not going to get bent that much, and it doesn't snap easy either. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, though, I got these triangles that were left from the roofing. I want to do this corner here. So I need to kind of do some overlaying here, getting this corner done. And then I have another piece here that I pulled off here. Will slide up in. I think I'm going to have to cut it though. Once I get this corner laid in, I'll be able to cut that piece, put that in there, and that should work. Yeah, we're going to have to overlay this quite a bit because water coming down there is going to have a bunch of momentum to drive underneath, unless originally I had this piece underneath. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I can do that with these top edges. Underlay all this, pull that up, slide the other one underneath. That would work. So I think that's what I need to do. So I want to get this area all ready, and then I can, once I get this area all ready, then I can go right across here with the bottom pieces. So I may as well, before I do that, I might as well go up there, because this way I can walk down here. And I need to get that first piece of aluminum. I could either overlap the shingles by quite a bit, or I could run it underneath. May have to do both. May have to put an underlap one there, and then overlap going out, because water is going to come off. Water's going to suck on those shingles all the way over to the edge. We know it does that for quite a distance, so we have to be aware of that. So if it comes off, so if it sucks on those shingles, goes to the edge, I need to have something underneath to bring it down before it hits the roof. Okay, let's first do this corner, get this all ready, and then we'll go up and start doing that area. And then the last thing, we do this, and then we slide our one underneath here to get the transition. Luckily, I've already moved all the nails on this part, so we've already had a transition one in there and it was working. So that is one pain out of the way. Ideally, get them back in so I can use the same screw holes. Okay, let's get working.